Yo, yo, yo! This your boy Kenny D, singer-songwriter, your host. Hey, today is Monday and we are bringing you Pimp Game, the podcast where we highlight positive, intelligent, motivated people each and every single Monday. Oh man, do we have a special show for you guys on tap today? Or tonight, shall I say, rather. Man, we are going to be talking about can a woman be or love a man unconditionally? That's a question that I've been wondering for a long time. I know some of you out there have been wondering the same thing. Can a woman love a man unconditionally? All right? And then at the bottom of the hour, 8:30, that's right, we got Dash. He is the owner and CEO of Icy Boyz Promotions, doing his thing in the DMV area. He will be on the show at the bottom of the hour, 8:30. All right? Now, before we get started, I'd like to tell you guys, if you would like to send us a super chat, go ahead and send it to us. That is $Pimp Game Podcast. That's right, $Pimp Game Podcast for the super chat. As well as to all my YouTube viewers out there or people who maybe want to go over to YouTube and check us out. You want to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. That's right, you're going to go to I Am Kenny D and subscribe. As well as that's our handles on Instagram as well as TikTok as well. I Am Kenny D. See all the Pimp Game Podcast right there for you. All right? So, we are talking about it tonight. We are talking about it. Can a woman love a man unconditionally? I've been waiting to talk about this, man. This one touches my heart because I've always wondered, fellas, can a woman love a man unconditionally? Now, let me say this. Women, don't get me wrong. I believe every man needs a good woman in his life, a good woman in his corner. But when you talk about the woman loving us unconditionally, that's a different ball game. It's a different ball game, right? Because typically, who's gonna love us unconditionally? Our mothers, maybe our grandmothers, maybe even our aunties or whatever. But a lot of times when you talk about loving a man unconditionally from the woman's end is usually what we could do for her. That's really what it's about. What can we do for her? You know what I mean? And it's crazy. So can a woman love a man unconditionally? I don't believe so, in my opinion. Now, if it's your mother, if our mothers out there who born us, who gave birth to us from day one, they seen us walk, they seen us talk, they seen us throw the food up at the dinner table, all of that, right? They can love us unconditionally. But a woman, you do. You might have to provide 6 figures. You might have to provide a stable job, a stable house, a stable ride that you guys can ride in, or maybe you got to go pick her up. You got to provide it, right? If you don't provide it, some of these women are out the door. Go ahead, try it right now. Go back home to your lady and tell her, say, hey, baby, I lost my job. Just try her. And see if she'll be unconditional with you. She will find a way out of there. Most women will find a way out of there. Now, I ain't talking about the 20%, so out of every 10 women, maybe 2 will stay. The other 8, they're out of there. They ain't doing it. They are not doing it. And I think for sure, like, to me, if us men had the same issue, maybe we didn't love a woman unconditionally, I always wonder how things would be. Like, if we said, you know what? We're only going to rock with you if you provide this. If you provide that, how would it go? How would it go? Because many women, they only with us for what we can provide. It's the truth. I remember a couple of years back, I used to think like, yo, this dude got this bad chick. He got game. He got game. When I used to see an ugly dude, and I don't know, no offense to all my ugly brothers out there. If you ugly, that's your business. I ain't calling nobody ugly. I'm just saying. For my dudes out there who might not be as attractive, but maybe they got the charisma or whatever. But for some dudes out there, I used to think like, yo, this dude, he got game. I wonder what he's telling this woman. How did he get this bad joint, this baddie? And the truth is what he's providing. That's why she's there a lot of times. So if you take it away, you take away her job, or you take away your job, or you take away the 6 figures that you're making, maybe the side hustle that you doing your thing. You see if she's if she can unconditionally stand by your side. You will see. And that's real. That's a real thing. Yo, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Game podcast, where we are talking about, can a woman love a man unconditionally? And at the bottom of the hour, 8:30, we are going to have the infamous Dash. That's right. He is the owner and CEO of Icy Boyz Promotions. He is going to be on the show at 8:30 to talk about what he got going on. Put your comment in the comment section. Put your comment in the comment section if you feel a woman can love us unconditionally, or if she can't love us unconditionally. Yo, shout out to King Will 79. Thank you for joining the show. It's crazy. And I used to think, to me, to have a woman love you unconditionally, if you're really going to do that, if you really want the woman to love you unconditionally, you got to have her invest. What do I mean? You got to have her pay for dates, or you got to have her pick you up from here, or maybe she got to travel 2 hours just to go see you. Maybe she got to fly to go see you. And she pays the bill. She got to invest. Maybe that's the only way I could see it happening. With her, investing in you. That's the only way I can see her maybe potentially loving you unconditionally. And even then, maybe you got to go get a big woman or something like that. She got to be big. Maybe she got low self-esteem. She ain't really feeling herself. But a woman that's feeling herself, oh no. You let her know you lose your job today or tomorrow, and she's looking for your replacement tomorrow morning. So she might call and say, hey, Tyrone, Kenny just lost his job. And, yeah, we still together, but we might be separated. We get ready to separate. We might separate in a couple. J&M Trucking says no. A woman cannot love us unconditionally. And I think the sad part about that is, I remember talking to someone weeks ago, and the person told me, they said, hey, the man I get, he's going to pay all the bills. That's what the woman told me. She said he's going to pay everything. And in my mind, I'm just like, well, what are you offering that makes this man want to pay everything? And a lot of dudes, man, they're putting women on pedestals. So, and I think that's what eliminates them having to really invest in us and really having to, love us unconditionally. As long as men are putting women on pedestals, it'll be hard. It'll be hard. Because they're supposed to be a princess. They're supposed to be a queen. Even though we ain't married you yet. It's the truth. Shout out to Jerry, 5613. Thank you for tuning in to the show. It's a shame that a woman can't love us unconditionally. It got to be our mother. It got to be our mother. Because she birthed us. It's the only way. You tell your mother, turn around, tell her, say, hey, Ma, I lost my job. They fired me. They say, never come back. Your mother will still love you unconditionally. She might put a couple of dollars in your pocket. She might tell you, come sleep on the couch. If you try that with your lady, you might be in trouble. Go try it tonight when you get home, or tomorrow morning. Yo, I lost my job. And see what happened. Y'all relationship will change forever. Then at the end of 2 months, they say, oh, baby, I was bullshitting. I ain't lose my job. I wanted to see how you was going to act. It'll really be some smoke in the city there. And it's crazy because I think that if we love them unconditionally, I think at least it could be reciprocated, right? They could turn it back to us. They could really turn it back to us. But too many times, it's not always turned back to us. Unless you got that woman going through something. She got to go through some drama. She got to go through drama. She don't go through drama, it may not happen. it may not happen. You know? It may not happen. So, a lot of times, when a woman does love us unconditionally, it's because of what she's gone through with us. So our mother, she went through the birth with us. She done had us. She done, went through the labor, all of that. She done went through giving us the name and taking us here, taking us there, and your mother got to change you. All of this stuff. That's why she loves you unconditionally. But a woman comes in your life, she's not doing all of that. She ain't about to change a grown man. I mean, ain't no grown man out here need to be changed, right? It's just what it is. But to love us unconditionally, I think the woman has to go through something. It's the only way. Yo, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are talking about, can a woman love a man unconditionally? And at the bottom of the hour, we got Dash, the owner and CEO of Icy Boyz Promotion. He will be on the show at 8:30 at the bottom of the hour. And it's a thing where, to me, if you love a man, if a woman loves a man unconditionally, now no matter what he goes through, whether he loses his job, whether he got into a car accident, or maybe something catastrophic happens, she'll always be there. And I think sometimes you can get that love too when maybe you went to high school with the girl. So she's seen you. She's been there from like day one, She's been there from day one. She's really been there. And that's how you want it. You want it like that. And you don't want a woman coming on board and reaping the benefits of everything that you provide her. Fellas, stop leading with your money. Because that's all she's going to see you for. She has to invest. We got to have these women loving us unconditionally. It ain't going to happen overnight. I get that. But you definitely want her to love us unconditionally. J&M Trucker say, how have I been? I've been good. Over here doing the show. And it's crazy. It's crazy to me that people can have relationships and things of that nature. How you doing?
We're good. How you?
What you been up to, man?
Huh?
What you been up to?
Shit, cooling right now. Begging dinner for the kids.
All right, I like that. So, yo, real quick, before you finish making the dinner, tell us, Jay, give us your name and tell us, what do you think? You think a woman can love a man unconditionally?
Hell no. No. I don't think so.
You don't think so? Why is that? So do you
unless you put them through the tests, it's only a certain few.
Okay.
But you just gotta lead, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, for me, you gotta put them through tests to see if they going, you know what I'm saying, stay down, or if they just there for the money.
Yeah. That's true. Now, I don't want you to say that too loud. Don't get in trouble with your lady. But you're right. So let me ask you this. You think real quick before I let you go, you think if men was not loving a woman unconditionally, you think it would be an issue?
You said what happened?
You think if we wasn't loving the woman, if we weren't loving the woman unconditionally, you think it would be an issue?
Hell yeah, they'll have an issue with it, because the first thing they're going to say is we doing something else.
Okay. That makes sense. But all right, man. What you say?
Let me I'm watching you right now. Let me get back to cooking. I join the, you know what I'm saying, elaborate on the conversation in a little bit.
All right, no doubt, no doubt. All right, man. Thank you. Keep tuning in.
All right, cuz.
All right, bet. That was Jay alluding to, can a woman love a man unconditionally? Now, let me say this. I think for each and every single man out there, we already know sometimes. We know that the woman may not love us unconditionally. They'll love us to a certain extent. But Jay is right. You gotta take her through the ringer. If you don't take her to the ringer, she won't love you unconditionally. Because she's not going through anything. So for those nice guys out there, those nice dudes out there who they doing everything for their woman and they ain't got no problems and all of that, you might struggle for that woman to love you unconditionally. Even if y'all been together for a long time, you might struggle because she's not going through anything. Women need turmoil. I'm telling you now, they need turmoil. Maybe she calls you 3 times and you don't answer. Or maybe it's been a long week, so you ain't sleeping in the room. Something crazy like that. I mean, don't do that. Don't listen to me. I'll get in trouble on my account. But maybe it's like that, you know? Maybe it is like that. You never know. And I think unconditional love is really not common. It's not common anymore. You know, I believe probably back in the days, the women used to love their men unconditionally, but he was doing everything. That dude was doing everything, coming home and, you know, doing his thing with his wife and also out there going in the field, making his money, even if it wasn't 100 stacks on the year. He might have been making 40, 30, 20 stacks, but the woman still respected him. The woman still took care of the kids. The woman still provided the food. The woman still loved them unconditionally. It was real. It was real love. That's what it was. And I would never say that a man should not love a woman unconditionally, because I think we were put here to make sure we provide for women. I get that. But in the event that dudes stop doing that, say, yo, I'm not going to love you unconditionally. I'm going to love you underneath the condition that you provide something. Oh, man, things would take a crazy turn. It really would. Because think about it, a lot of women say, oh, I'm giving you sex. But we giving you sex too. I'm giving you the cat. We giving you the dog. You know what I'm saying? It's a trade-off. That's what it is. It's really a trade-off. And that's the good thing about, you know, relationships. You know, you learn people. Learn how they are. Learn how things are going to go. All of that. Yo, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are here talking about, can a woman love a man unconditionally? At the bottom of the hour, coming up here shortly, that's right, within the next 10 minutes, we're going to have the infamous Dash. He is the owner and CEO of Icy Boyz Promotions. He will be on the show to talk about what he got going on. Put your comment in the comment section. And also, for those people out there, if you are trying to send us a super chat, go ahead, send it to us to our Cash App, $ Pimp Game Podcast. That's where you want to send it. You know? Icy Boy says a touchy subject. It definitely is. It definitely is. Now I'll say this. I will say this. If you can't get a woman who loves you unconditionally without taking her through the roller coaster, without taking her down the dark alley, and without making her go through something, oh man, you got a diamond in the rough. Right there, you got a diamond in the rough. Because she's gonna be good. She's going to be good to you forever and always have your back from day one. And I'm talking to a chick that maybe she didn't go to high school with you. Maybe she didn't go to college with you. Maybe she just met you at the reggae festival or some music seminar. Or maybe she met you in the library. But for whatever reason, she loves what you're about. She loves you unconditionally, no matter what. If you get that, you're lucky. Shout out to you. Shout out to Shanae. Thank you for joining the show. It is crazy. It is crazy. If a woman loves a man unconditionally, you'll see it in her actions. Maybe they had a party at a cookout and everybody's getting food. She might get up and get your food for you, right? She's not looking for a handout from you. Or maybe you might give her, you might be a dude out there, you might give her 5 stacks just to blow it. She might say, oh, nah, baby, don't do that. Let's put it in the bank. Or let's invest in something. She's not trying to eat you alive for what you have. Because you know the money that you are making right now is for the both of y'all. That's the truth. That's the truth. It's a real thing. That's how you know a woman is really for you. Or maybe she puts into you. She might say, yo, you got that promotion business going on. You could do this. I think you could do this better. Or you know what? Let me help you with this. Let me make some calls to some connects that I know. I know this dude over at Def Jam. I know this dude who works at Warner Brothers. Or I know this girl, she works with TV One. Let me reach out to my connects so we can make this thing take a twist to another level. That's a chick that's down for you. She may love you unconditionally. Or maybe she help you pass out flyers for your business. Maybe she help you pass out flyers on a Sunday morning. When maybe it's nice outside, but maybe y'all could go to church, and then after church, you say, look, we're gonna pass out flyers today. We're gonna pass out 100 flyers today. We're gonna make sure we do that. That's a woman who loves you unconditionally. Never discount that at all. All right? So, yo, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Gang podcast, and we are talking about, can a woman love a man unconditionally? Put your comments in the comment section and let me know. Can a woman love a man unconditionally? And also, at the bottom of the hour, we got the infamous Dash. He is the owner and CEO of Icy Boyz Promotions. That's right. He's been doing his thing in the DMV area. This dude is nice on the promotions. He will be on the show at 8:30 to talk about what Icy Boyz Promotions got going on. I love it, man. I love it. I love a woman that's unconditionally drawn to me, who loves me unconditionally. I love it. And the reason why I love it, because that woman will submit to you. That woman will follow your lead. That woman will bring you peace. She will bring you peace. And that's what all us men want. We want those 3 things. Peace, follow our lead, and ultimately submit. You can't even say the word submit now these days to ladies. They'll jump down your throat. Be like, oh, who are you talking about? Who you trying to get to submit to? I ain't about to listen to everything you say. But that dude that she's into, she's doing it for him. She would do it for him. You just got to do it for her. And that's what it is. That's what it is. And I'll never say, ever, that maybe I haven't ran across any women who were probably unconditionally drawn to me. But I think now, at least a little bit, I understand female natures more now. I used to wonder, can a woman be genuine to us? Can they genuinely love us? Like what the wedding vows say, through sickness and health, till death do us part. Can they do that? Many women can't. Shoot, many men can't. That's the truth. People don't do it these days. People don't do it these days. That's why one of my other shows before, I said, hey, marriage, I think you need to be life partners. Because out of every 10 relationships, out of the 10 relationships, I had 10 people sitting up here right now in front of all of us. Out of the 10, maybe 2 will actually be honoring the vows. The other 8, they out there doing their thing. And I'm talking about man and woman doing their thing. At least the man is doing his thing and the woman. Sometimes the woman, depending on the man she got. So you definitely want a woman who loves you unconditionally. That's what you want. You definitely want it. And if she loves you unconditionally, I think it just got to go back to the sandbox. It got to be a woman who has been there from high school, maybe elementary, maybe middle school. It got to be a woman who's always been there. To me, that's the woman that's going to love you unconditionally because she knows you at your worst. She knows you at your best. And when you tell her, yo, baby, I lost my job. They fired me for my 6-figure job. She knows tomorrow you're going to get back out there and hustle. You're going to make it happen. But the woman who may not know you, she don't know. You might be with her because she a bad joint. And that's it. She bad. That's it. The baddies ain't nothing but headaches. I've had them. I know. Nothing but headaches and expectations. They expect everything. Don't want to give nothing. And even when they give, they want something in return up front. Go get yourself a baddie right now. See what happens. And she don't give you a list of things that she want. You're going to be in trouble. And that's real. That is real. Yo, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Game podcast. And we are talking about, can a woman love a man unconditionally? Is it possible? And at the bottom of the hour, in a couple of minutes here, we got the infamous Dash, a.k.a. Charles Payne. He will be on the show. He is the owner and CEO of Icy Boyz Promotions. He's going to be talking to us today about what he got going on. Creator of Trap Chairs says, hold on to the woman that wants you, not the woman you want. I agree. Creator of Trap Chairs. I love that name, by the way. I love that name. I agree with that. Hold on to the woman that wants you. I'm at the point now, I don't deal with women who I got to go chase. I ain't chasing. It ain't happening. I only deal with women who want me. That's it. I don't care if you're 5, 6, well, I do care if you're 5. But if I'm going to deal with you, you got to want me. I ain't dealing with you if you don't want me. It's a waste of time. Because I'm not about to be calling you all times and you ignoring my call. You checking the phone to make sure it's me. If it's me, you dropping the phone. I ain't got time for that. Nah. I want that woman that's answering on the first ring. Off the rip. Off the rip. She answering off the first ring. That's what I want. Fellas, don't deal with a woman if she's not into you. If she's not into you, don't go chasing her. Hell no. Don't do it. You're going to make yourself look like a fool. Unless you want to make yourself look like a fool. All right? Yo, we are here at the bottom of the hour, 8:30. We're getting ready to bring on Dash. All right? Get ready to be on the show. 1 second. Yo, what's up, man?
What's up with you?
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
Good.
All right. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yo, for those people out there who don't know you, give us your name and just tell us what you're about. Just in maybe a couple of seconds. Just tell us.
All right, y'all. I'm Dash. Icy Boyz Promotions. I grew up in the Bladesburg area. Went Bladesburg Elementary, Wentworth Middle, Bladesburg High School, PG Community College. I grew up behind the public playhouse. They call it Quincy Street, and the youngest call it Area 51 or Sandbox. And also I grew up around Carter City, which is not too far from Peach Cross. Carter City and Coleman.
I like that. So you talked about the sandbox and things of that nature. I'm glad you're on the show because we really wanted to pick your brain about what Icy Boyz Promotions got going on. But before we do that, take us back to the sandbox and, when you were younger, how did you go about starting Icy Boyz Promotions? What went on in your brain? How did it all come about?
Man, actually, the way it started was I was around Quincy, and one of my cousin's best friends got murdered on the court down there. And it just around there we lost so many. I lost so many friends, and like they was like um adopted family members. So I just started doing events, and I just started doing events to get my friends and family together because I felt like I was losing. I was losing a lot of people. So and then I didn't know nothing about being an event planner or none of that, like being a bartender, none of that. So I just did events and did events. And then my actual son mother put me on to my first event where we made like, a couple $1,000s. And I was like, whoa, I like this. So we did our first event at JTK right in Coleman Manor. You remember the old log cabin place that was right behind, right by Ernie's?
Okay.
Yeah, we did our first event there. And I'm like, profit was good. And then I just continued after that. I started bartending because my son Mo was bartending. I got my certificate, and I started doing events on 8th Street at Rose's Dream. And the owner gave me an opportunity to do the events there, and I was bartending first, but my phone was ringing so much when I was behind the bar. I was like, I can't bartend and tell people how to get here. So I was like, I bartended a few times, and I was like, forget this. I can make more money doing the events instead of just bartending. So from there, I just went to different clubs and met newer promoters, the bigger promoters and stuff like that, and just went from there. Just kept it going, and every time, like times I wanted to give up, and I'm like, forget it. My friends and family be like, man, you need to keep doing this. We love your events, so that's how I just keep doing it.
I like that. I like that. So it seems like things kind of fell into place for you. Let me ask you this, because two things that I love. The name Dash, I like it. It's very catchy. I know Damon Dash got the last name, but I also know that's not your last name, but it's still dope. It's still catchy to me, right?
Yeah,
How did you come up with the name Dash?
that's a good
How did you
question.
come up with that name?
That's a good question. And my uncle actually, he named me that. He said he named me that after, it was like I don't know, it was like a cartoon character or something like that, but I'll get the exact story from him again because he was like Dash. He called me. It was like a character back in the day from like an old, I guess, cartoon from back in that day. And he was like, it was like Daddy O something. And he was like, then he would call me Dash, and that he would like call me cause my mother actual nickname is Pig, so he'll call me Baby Pig. But everybody know me by Dash. They think that's my name, but I don't mind people calling me Charles if that's my name. But everybody that know me call me Dash. Nobody really call me Charles. Like my mother don't even call me Charles. And it's funny because like when I was at work, Gary was like, this Dash, and they was like, his name is Charles. He was like, if his mother called him Dash, then I'm calling him Dash.
Oh man, that's what's up. That's what's up. So you mentioned the name Dash, how you got that name, which is dope. Your uncle gave it to you by seeing a cartoon character or what have you. The name Icy Boyz Promotions. And rappers now, a lot of people in the entertainment industry, they're still being icy and showing the chains and showing the rings and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the name Icy Boyz Promotions? How did you come up with that?
I had a partner. I used to work at a pawn shop, and my partner, we used to work for Backyard and stuff. Stuffy, he known around the area. A lot of people know who I'm talking about. But he was my partner, and we were supposed to, that's why I got boys on it instead of just Icy Boy. But we set out to do events, and like he was gonna be my money man, and until I had the people, we both had the people, but he was gonna back me financially. But he decided he had to work one Saturday when we was doing a pool party, and he canceled it, made it Sunday, and like a lot of people didn't come because he changed it to Sunday because people wanted to come out on a Saturday. So after that, I just said, forget it, I'm gonna just keep running with it because that was my brain. So I was like, I had people try to some of my coworkers even try to say, hey, I'm Icy Boy. I said, nah, dog, you can't do that. Nah, I don't care. I don't care what type of legal stuff you talking about, but that's mine. I'm telling you, like for real, like that. I tell you to check them, like, hey, this is mine right here.
I like that. I like that. Stand behind what you believe in. That is real. So tell us, you got Icy Boyz Promotions. How Were you in amazement at how soon maybe things went for you, like in terms of throwing events? Like you just have a knack for throwing events. I remember going to one of your events. It was so many people there, people that I haven't seen in a long time. I was like, "Dang, how's he get in touch with all these people? I don't know these people, but he's doing it. What's up? How you get in touch with these people? What's your strategy for setting up these events?"
Man, being it's a well, the promotion part, I use my Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. I mean, you gotta use everything. You know, back in the day, like you said, we used to hand out flyers or email
Right,
people or text them. I mean, you still could text and things like that, but I never really got into it. I just all mine is like Facebook, word of mouth, and just doing the events, but just staying connected with everybody and just being humble. Like I'm not arrogant. I'm not none of that. I'm just being me. I want to celebrate. I want to celebrate with my friends and stuff. So that's what I do. So that's why people support me because I just be me. And if I'm around somebody negative, I try to Ken, some of the stuff that we've been through. I lost my cousin, he was murdered. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the streets. I ain't got time for all that. So
right,
so
right.
that's the thing. That's why I just stay connected with everybody and that's what I do. And I just hope like my big break gonna come and it's gonna like I told a lot of people, when my big break come, I'm taking you with me. I ain't forgot about what nobody done for me. So when people think that I'm trying to, I'm better than somebody, nah, I'm not. Cause I'm
Now,
still even
let me
18 years
say
old.
this.
Uh,
I got a confession to make. I always wanted to tell you this, even when we were younger, right? I remember in, I think it was high school, you kissed somebody. It was a girl that I was feeling, but she was kissing you. So when I saw it, I was like, oh man, I know I look better than this nigga. That's what I said, right? But it was just so funny because I was just like, man, Dad ain't thinking about me. But it's funny some of the things that we say when we young, you know what I mean? That when we was younger, but it happened. It wasn't in high school. It was elementary school. That's when it was. It was elementary school.
yeah,
It was somebody that I liked. I think the girl name was Jackie or something like that. Protessa, is it Protessa or
yeah,
something like
yeah,
that? I think. Yeah, it was Protessa. I was like, oh man, I know I look better than dance. So let me ask you this, because you mentioned the tragedy of your cousin passing away when you were younger. I think you're talking about Shelton. You also dealt with some other tragedies as well recently with your boy Will and your boy Raw Fortune passing away. How are you able to really overcome adversity with these people passing away that they're so close to you and you still staying alive and being able to keep Icy Boyz Promotion on the train tracks?
basically what I did, I just knew that I know if Shelton was here, we would be Icy Boys. We would be doing that. But, just celebrating them and keeping their memory, knowing that I knew Raw, like for example, Raw, he wouldn't want me to give up. Shelton wouldn't want me to give up. You know what I'm saying? None of them that passed would want me to give up. So I gotta keep moving. It's hard, but like believe me, it's hard, but I just gotta keep moving, you know what I'm saying? I had my moments where I'm in a house and I'm looking at four walls and I break down. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it's life. It's what happens. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's unfortunate, and we all gonna go one day, but you just gotta live your life. And unfortunately, all of those that I need probably like 5 or 6 hands to count how many people I lost throughout the lifetime. So I ain't. I try to came from Quincy, started out in Langley Park. You know what I'm saying? That was like the hood. You know what I'm saying? Like and then moved to Quincy. It wasn't bad. You had to prove yourself. But, hey, we all had our struggles and been in bad situations. You just got to make it better.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So growing up, you mentioned your uncle, you mentioned your moms. Who was the biggest supporter of you doing Icy Boyz Promotion when you started? Who was like, yo, Dash, you could do this? Who was your biggest supporter in your family that was behind you?
Man, my family that's a village right there. So I had my mother, my aunts, my aunts still come to my party. Shelton mother still come to my party. She was just at the karaoke a couple weeks ago. My goddaughter, like everybody in my family support me. They might not be able to come out, and it's even people that can't come out that support me, and they be like, "Hey, sometimes I'm doing an event. If I'm charging for an event, they'll just hey, give somebody a ticket. They'll just send some money and say, give somebody a ticket. I can't be there, but I'm there with you in memory." So I'm like, I appreciate that because not so many people get that. Because some people, it's not about money. It's about with me. It's about bringing my friends together and seeing. That's why I take those pictures just in case if something happened to me. This is life. If something happened to me, I want all the memories to be shown. You know what I'm saying? And people know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not. I take pictures because I want to have memories. I don't take them to be showing off. I take them to have those memories. You know, that's why I do it. And this
I
why I do
like
it
that.
too. Hey Kenny, to piggyback on why the icy too. Also back then,
Okay.
this is when I was doing open mic with Paul and Sion. I had, because I worked at the pawn shop, I had the Michelle watch with diamond bezel. I had like a 20 carat diamond bracelet and necklace. That stuff don't mean nothing. That's why you don't really see me with no jewelry no more. Cause you know why? I don't want to give nobody opportunity to, just if I was flossing to rob me.
Right, right, right. It's facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. So let me ask you this. For those cats out there who maybe they're young and they wanna start their own Icy Boyz Promotions, what would or maybe a young female out there, young little girl wants to start her own Icy Boyz Promotion, do their own promotions. What would you tell them to watch out for as they get into the game, into the industry of throwing events?
Man, you gotta watch out for the you got to watch out for people that's trying to use you a lot, because in the business, they're gonna a lot of people gonna try to use you. They want to get in for free, or they want you to buy. They want you, hey, buy me a drink or buy me a bottle. But it's like when they consistently do that, it's like it's cool. I could buy you a drink. You know what I'm saying? But don't keep every week you coming to me, hey, buy me a drink, buy me a drink. Like you don't work or something. But I would say to them, it's like my daughter. My daughter she want to continue, and I'll pass this on to her. She wanna continue and do this business, and I told her you could do whatever you want to do. It's just you got to do whatever you have to learn from people, get a mentor, learn from people, and just go hard with it. You can't ease up on it, because you get what you put into it. Just like when we get into when you say talk about the car sales, I learned that it's just like having your own business. So if you got your own business, you gotta promote yourself. I tell anybody when they ask me something and they be like, "Oh, can you promote this for me?" No, you can promote it yourself. You can promote. That's
Right.
what this free Instagram, Facebook, promote yourself. I tell anybody with a business, like that's free. That's free advertisement. You don't even have to make a flyer for real.
It's true. It's true. It's true. That's very true. So now let's go. Let's go the other way. Because I just asked you about the little boy out there, little girl out there who want to do it. What would you tell them? You know what I mean? Positively. Now, what would you tell them to watch out for in getting in the game? And no, I said what initially I actually said. What would you have them watch out for? Now let's go the other way. What would you tell them that's positive about the business in terms of being a promoter?
Man, you meet a lot of people. It's like I got so many resources that if I post and be like, "Hey, I need this, I need that," I have like thousands or whatever, because you meet so many people, and when people are like, "Hey, I need this," people call me so much, like, asking me, "Oh, you got a realtor, you got bartenders, or you got I need a spot for a baby shower." You know what I'm saying? So basically like a resource. In a way I'm like I'm a resource, because they coming to me and asking me, "Hey, can you do this? Can you do that?" I ain't got a problem, I ain't got a problem with with giving my resources.
I like that. I like that. So with Icy Boyz Promotions, and yo, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Game podcast, and we are picking the brain of the infamous Dash, aka Charles Payne. We talked to him about his business called Icy Boyz Promotions, and we're picking his brain. Let me ask you, with Icy Boyz Promotion, is there anything we could look forward to down the line that you might be working on, some type of project? What does Icy Boyz have going on down the line, or even right now? What is it, something that you are doing right now for the community and giving back to us? What are you doing, and what can we look forward to?
Man, I try to put my hands in a lot, but each and every Thursday I do karaoke at Taste the Caribbean. If y'all sing karaoke, come through. It's free all night. We got Thursday night football. Then for October, I got my Halloween party, my annual Halloween party. So the wristbands will be in. I thought I had them. They made a mistake and gave me the wrong wristband. So I'm only doing $10 for the wristband. So um, that's what's going on for right now. But every Thursday, karaoke every Thursday, and then the Halloween party on Friday, October 28th. Oh, also, October the 4th for Blazenburg High School alumni. I'm trying to get some alumni players. Hey, Greg, I think you're still on here. I need to holler at you. You don't have to actually have graduated from Blazenburg, but I need some alumni players that could play. The game is at 4 o'clock on a Tuesday. So I'm trying to, I try to help my high school out as much as I can because you know why? If it weren't for Miss Holland, Miss Miner, those teachers that helped me and gave me an opportunity, I don't know where I would have probably been. I was going to drop out of school before Miss Holland accepted me in the cosmetology. So, she risked her job for me. So that's what
Oh,
I can say.
wow.
Yeah,
So wait, you were in cosmetology? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I was in
Oh, I
cosmetology.
didn't even know that. That's what's up. I didn't even know that. I did not even know that. So let me ask you. You mentioned some projects that you got coming on in October and the alumni game at Bladensburg High School, right? The new Bladensburg High School, that
Yeah.
is. Can we look forward to anything out of the state as well from Icy Boyz Promotion? Is there anything in the works that might be coming for 2023? What's up?
I got people everywhere, but I'm trying to find I'm trying to find somebody that I did some promoted in Florida with the Miami Takeover in 2012. It's just really networking with people. I got folks in North Carolina, Vegas. I mean, who knows if somebody give me that call? I'll get it done. It'll be a good. That's something that's one of my goals. That I want to do something out of town, like an event that's either I'm partner with somebody or an event that's just mine. That would be my ultimate goal to do something out of town.
So with that event, what would you call it, or what would it be? Would it be like an artist showcase? Would it be some type of dance off? What is it that you would do with that gig out of town?
Probably it depends on the season. Probably like color theme. Like most of the time, a lot of people like color themes. So like now it's getting fall. People like the all black themes and Halloween parties. Winter white events. So it's that's the themes that's popular to everybody. And then in the summer you got the all white parties and the pool parties and stuff. So and the outside events now. So hey, that's that's what people like. I try to stick to I want to do some different stuff, but I'll stick to the basics. Also, I want to do some trips and stuff. So, like going to Vegas with a whole bunch of people, or going to Philly. I got some friends in Philly. Just riding down there. I did it a couple of times in Sprinter. Just go down there and have some drinks and smoke hookah and have some fun with my friends in Philly.
I like that. I like that. Yo, if you are just joining us, we are live on the Pimp Game Podcast, and we are here talking to the infamous Dash, aka Charles Payne. He's the owner and CEO of Icy Boyz Promotions. We are picking his brain about the promotion industry. All right. So, Dash, let me ask you, with you having so much going on, you just recently transferred over to car sales, which is big time, right? That's big boy stuff. You're responsible for getting people in cars. You're responsible for doing it. What led to you getting into that game?
And actually, I was just looking for a job, and I called Gary because I was getting turned down by so many jobs. It was crazy that, you know, it was unbelievable to me that I got turned down from so many jobs because I got a good background of working and the type of jobs I've done. So I called Gary and I was like, man, you got any openings at the job? Like I'll be a service advisor or something. Cause I was like, I don't want to be a car salesman because I know they work on commission. And I'm like, he like, nah, man, I don't think you want to be a service, service technician. I mean, service advisor. I was like, man, nah. He was like, yeah, you'll be good, and it'll help you if you be a car salesman. I was like, I give it a try, and then I just like unexpectedly, like I sold my first car. Like I wasn't even expecting to sell a car for like probably this month or next month because I was trying to learn the products. I got to do training on Honda. So I work for a Honda dealership, Doc House Honda. So I had to do all my training on all the models and stuff like that. And I'm like, you got to get when a customer comes in to buy a vehicle, you show them all the bells and whistles of the car. So I'm still learning that stuff. So it was like, I was job nervous. And then I got like one day of shadowing somebody. And then next week, one of my friends came and bought a car. And then I happened to then another lady came in, was like, she bought a car. And I'm like, it was like, how you doing this? And I'm I'm not doing nothing. I greeted people at the door. Just being a regular person, and I would just want to doing the car sales. It's the same thing as like in a way like being promotion, but it's like a hard buy for people. 'Cause it's like buying the three hardest things you're doing in life to me is buying a house, buying a car, and going to the dentist. That's three things for me. That's what I'm saying. Because it's a hard thing. When you go to the dentist, you gotta mentally prepare yourself, right? Because you be like, I hope I don't gotta get no, feelings or nothing, or they have to do something to my mouth. But
Right.
when people go to buy cars, they cringe because they don't want to be in it. They don't want to be in it for hours or the whole day, and then they want to make sure that they get in the right type of vehicle for the amount of money that they want to pay. And that's really the hardest part is just trying to, get them in the right type of vehicle that suit them.
So, yo, if you are just joining us, make sure you reach out to Dash for a new car. If that's what you want. Was a Honda dealership? That's what I'm hearing?
Yep. Doc House, Honda, and Bowie. Right off
Doc
the
House,
301.
Honda in Bowie. Make sure you reach out to Dash. This is one of the best sales dude in the area. Make sure you check him out. So, tell us, we asked in the beginning of the show, we were talking about it just briefly. The topic of the show is, can a woman love a man unconditionally? So I'm going to ask you, can a woman love a man unconditionally in your opinion? And I don't want you to answer. It's going to get you in trouble, maybe with a lady or something like that. Maybe not. What do you think?
I'll be honest. I think so, but like you said, like what Jay said, I think you gotta really pick the person's brain before both can have unconditional love, man and woman. But you gotta really sit down and talk to a person because a person, if you don't talk to them, you don't know what they're capable of. They might just be, want to have sex with you. That's it, and then that's it. But you thinking like you might fall in love with her because you had sex with her, and like, hey, next thing you know, you like, I thought she loved me, but it was just sex with her, But it can happen, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, like I've been down and I found great women, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you said, like it is you right in certain points like where that you do as a man, you gotta come with the bag. If you don't come with the bag with some, not all, hear me out, y'all, not all, but some, you do gotta come with the
Right.
bag. If you gotta come with the bag with somebody, then that might not be nobody you want to be with for real because that's all they want is money.
That's true. That's true. That is true. So tell us how can people, for your fans out there who might be new fans now, Icy Boyz Promotions, how can they reach out to Dash, maybe for his services? Maybe they might want you to help with a party or something like that. How can they reach you?
And you can reach me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, all this Icy Boyz Promotions. I think on Twitter, I made it so long ago. It's like Icy Boy Promo, ICYBOYZ PROMO for Twitter. And then Jerry, I don't know if that's Jerry that went to school with us. She said, how could she help for the Halloween party?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
Jerry.
Jerry
Yep.
that went to school with us?
It is.
Oh, okay, it's Jerry. Just inbox me, and y'all can also call my phone if anybody want tickets. Oh, Kenny. Also, I left out November the 7th. I'm doing
Okay.
it's not my event, but I was gonna bring my trophy, but I ain't feel like pulling it down. But it's a bowling party, and the 2019 I won best represented promotional club because I had like about 4 lanes. So I got 1 lane booked right now. I got 2 spots, but if people hurry up and if they hit me up and want to join me, it's $37.50. You get unlimited bowling, you get your shoes, and you get your admission. But you get unlimited bowling. Also, you can win prizes when you it's for Diamond Star Divas trophy party. So
I like
that's what
that.
it
How
is.
many people per lane?
6 people per lane.
6 people per lane. Okay.
Yeah,
That's not bad. That's not bad.
I
Okay. And
already
that's
got
November 7th?
November 7th, but the money has to be due by Halloween, the 31st. So if anybody wanna join me for bowling, it's on a Sunday. So I'm letting y'all know it's on a Sunday. But I'm telling you, we had fun. I'm trying to win again. If I win again, yeah, I mean, just for me by myself, like my family and friends helped me win 2019. So I got to say shout out to them. I didn't win it by myself. They helped me win, but they came deep. They surprised me at the last minute. They was like, oh, I need a lane. And we had like 4 lanes. I'm trying to do 4. I'm not trying to do 4 again. I'm already 1 down. I need 3 more. So if anybody wants support, hit me up and I'll send you my Cash App and send me $37.50, and we can you'll be locked in, and I'll secure another lane. So I just need one more person to secure lane number 2. So all I for that one. Yeah.
All right. I like that. I like that. So, any final thoughts for your fans out there? Anything you want to say as we sign off on Pimp Game?
I want to say thank you everybody for supporting me over the years, and please keep supporting. I'm gonna try to support other people also, because that's what makes a difference in this business. So I thank everybody that's been supporting me for 18 years and continue to support me. So that's all I want to say. Thank you. And for real, like, God bless everybody, because I've lost a lot of people from middle school to all the way up till now. You know, I just lost three people that I knew. So that's why I just keep it going.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Yo, and that is our show for tonight. Yo, next week we got a special guest. He goes by the name of DJ False ID. That's right. He is the DJ of Rick Ross. He will be on the show next week, Monday. All right? Yo, signing off on Pimp Game, the podcast. And for all my YouTube viewers out there, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. All right? See you next week on Pimp Game. Holla.
Audio Jungle.